All right, we are live. Welcome to today's weekly Q&A session. I'm Bridget Bartlett. I'm the CEO and founder of My Vision Agency. So today, as everyone, if you're a member, you can hop on in. I'm going to go ahead and show everyone how to join us. Also, I have some really cool announcements that I'm going to share with you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and let me share my screen here, move these things out of the way. Okay. All right. So first of all, if you are one of our affiliates, okay, of HighLevel, meaning you've used our affiliate link and you have access to training.myvisionagency.com, you could go to the module called HighLevel Resources, and you can click here to access the Zoom link for the Friday Q&A session. Okay. If you are a member, you can go to the Resources tab, and then you can go to Q&A Fridays. You can just click there. That goes right to the Zoom. Okay. Also, something else I wanted to let you know, and just remind you of the open office hours. Every day following our live training at 2 p.m., I am going to be in Zoom. You don't have to be a member. If you have questions about HighLevel, even if you're not my affiliate, or maybe you have questions about our program, or maybe you want to join HighLevel, or maybe you're stuck on something that you need help with, you can click there, and that's where I'm going to be. So super, super cool conversations going on in that the open office hours. Okay, so also something else I wanted to share with you. We have, it is in beta, but we now have our own affiliate program. Okay, so our own affiliate manager software is what I'm referring to. So if you are a HighLevel agency owner, you can access this because it's not released yet. Let me make sure that Maria is not trying to get in here. Let me see. No, I don't see that. So maybe she's trying to figure out the problem. Okay. So to access this, you need to go to beta.gohighlevel.com, and you want to log in with your HighLevel agency account. You'll see here that you want to connect Stripe. You're going to upload your affiliates or create a campaign. Now, you don't have to do it in this order, right? Because I'm going to show you what you see here. All right. So this is actually, keep in mind, this is an MVP product. So it's minimum viable product, which means it's just coming out of beta. It should be released soon, but it's been tested and all of that, and now it's kind of, they're trying to get some real world experience here before they release it to the public and make sure everything is working great. That's why I love HighLevel. They push out the tools like crazy, but they always make sure that they go through the proper testing channels before they're released. So we have our campaigns here. It's really easy to create a campaign. If you want to create your own affiliate program, and keep in mind, this is like if you're a coach and you have a course, even as a sub account, okay, you don't have to be an agency owner. Once this is released, you won't have to be an agency owner. This is just one of the tools inside of your HighLevel account, okay? So let's say that you're a coach and you have a course and you want to create an affiliate program for the people who want to promote your course. You can create a campaign here. You can just choose whatever funnel or website that you have available, that you want to promote. So if it's my website, you go to I'm going to put my website in here, and then that will be the affiliate link, right? You can add your affiliates here. You can choose the payout frequency, and then the commission percentage, and then how long the cookie life is. It does only go up to 50 days, but maybe that will change, okay? So then once you set that, all you need to do is click Create Campaign, and then you have your campaign, right? You can start adding affiliates, super easy. You can also check all of the affiliates that you have available, and you can manually add them here. So if you needed to just add a manual affiliate, or you can upload the CSV, okay? And then also you can manage all of your affiliate payouts in this area here, okay? So super, super cool. I am really excited about that. So the next thing I wanted to tell you about is if you are a member, okay, or actually you don't have to be a member, but HighLevel now has the, let me let Janelle in here. They now have the managed emails and texting system. Okay, so you do not have to, even at the agency owner level, you do not have to have Twilio or Mailgun. Okay, so basically what happened is HighLevel, instead of making us all manage all these things, especially with Twilio and all of their, the compliance and all of these things, it was one of our major complaints because it's just one more thing we as agency owners have to manage. So what HighLevel has done is they have created their own Mailgun and Twilio accounts, and then we are all sub accounts within that. Okay, so they're managing all of that for us. We don't have to do anything. And we also, it's the same price, right, as we were paying before. So super, super cool. If you want to turn this on, okay, inside the sub account, what you need to do is go to the email services, and you just need to make sure that there's no SMTP connected once the agency is connected. Okay, so if there's no SMTP, no Mailgun on the sub account, no, SendGrid or whatever you're using, just make sure that nothing is there. If you're a current user and you're like, oh, I was waiting to sign up for this, but because I didn't want to have to like connect all my stuff, all you need to do is just make sure you have a payment method on file. Okay, so it runs off credits. Okay, if you're a member of My Vision Agency, and you can actually check this out by going to the account tab, and you'll see a breakdown. Looks like it's running slow. You'll see a breakdown of the credits here. Okay, so for $10, you can make 255 calls. You can receive, and then text messages, 450, I can't even talk, 445 segments, okay? And then emails, over 1,000 emails for $10, okay? So it's really, really inexpensive. I mean, I'm literally like selling it to you basically at cost because you have processing fees and all of that stuff. So all you need to do if you want to utilize this inside of the sub account is just make sure that at the agency level that you have no Twilio connected and no Mailgun. And then on the sub account level, you just need to, same thing, just make sure that you have no Twilio and no Mailgun. Okay. Now, there are some steps that you need to take to make sure and getting things set up and, converting accounts and things like that, because this is new. So what you want to do is go to help.gohighlevel.com, and you can actually search ISV, or you can actually see like lead connector email. Okay. And this is a great document. I can even put this in the chat for you guys. But it's a great document to help you kind of understand what it looks like and all of that stuff. I do recommend doing a trial account, like, going through the whole process yourself. Okay. If you guys are members of My Vision Agency and you need to add a payment on file because maybe you're a free member or you were not on the SaaS plan before, you will need to add a payment method, and you can actually go to your business info. I know this looks different because I'm logged into my agency, but you'll want to go into your account. I think it's business info if I'm not logged in like that. Something else, speaking of that, we also have this feature now. If you are a HighLevel agency owner, you can now log in as any client within your agency. Okay, all you have to do is just click here and you'll see login as, and if I was to click here, it would show all of the members of my agency and I would be able to log in and see what they're seeing. Okay, so that is super, super awesome. Okay, I do want to pause here and make sure, see if you guys have any other questions. I did have some things other things I wanted to share with you.
Morning.
Hey, Janelle, how are you? Hey,
Good.
Jenny.
So is this available? You have to have the agency level to be able
Yes.
to, okay, so it's not the SaaS level, just the agency level?
Wait, which thing are you talking about?
Sorry, to have the phone numbers for your people that because I use your platform, but I've also got my own, which is not the SaaS one, but the one down under it, the agency one. So I can still add them to that process, the phones, like the SMS messaging and stuff.
Yeah, as long as your agency is set up like that, and really all you have to do is just disconnect Twilio and disconnect Mailgun. But for me, I have clients on all different levels, on all different, so they're using their own SMTP. Now, just to clarify, if you're a member of My Vision Agency and you log into that dashboard, if you already have an SMTP connected, nothing changed for you. But if you want to use the lead connector system, all you have to do is just disconnect. So it's the same for you as the agency owner. If you want to disconnect and then use lead connector. Now, the downfall of this, and it's the only thing I can see so far because I've switched everything over. I'm so in love with it. The downfall is right now, if you use lead connector email, you can't create a custom email address. So let me show you what that actually looks like here. I have a sample to show you when you send what it actually looks like. So this is what it looks like here in the top here. So it'll have like your user email that you're sending from, and then it'll say via MG and then the SMGS, DNR.net. Okay, but I have heard that is definitely something that is like the next thing. Like it's as soon as they do the next update, like that is a huge thing that they're pushing to roll out.
So what about the existing phone numbers? So
there is a process, and definitely check out that help doc because it literally walks you through step by step. It's
okay.
I was literally following it to a T, and it's very, very thorough. But there is a little process to that, but it does move the numbers over. So
Okay.
it's like if you never have to change numbers or anything.
Okay. Yeah, because I've got some numbers set up that are on, sites and things. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's also they have there was a big update. Now this doesn't really affect me too much, but if you go to, let me just look at an account that actually has it. Okay, so this is my demo account here, and so let me show you here. So this is what it's kind of going to look like now. You have to go through this process in the agency. I'm sorry, I can't show you all of those things because I'm live and there's like personal information and stuff. But this is my demo account here. And what you have to do is inside the agency, you have to say that you want to switch the clients over. You'll go to your main agency website, and then you'll go into the settings, and you'll go to Twilio, and then you'll see like the Twilio API up here, and then you'll have all of your clients down here. So you'll have to go to the sub account. First, disconnect your Twilio account, okay? And then you'll have to go to the sub account, and then you'll have to say that you want to basically disconnect Twilio and then use lead connector. And there's a little process where you'll have to send, like it literally tells you step by step, click here and send this information to this email address. And what they're basically doing is telling you to email Twilio to say, hey, we want to move this phone number to, lead connector. And so they do all of that stuff for you. And then they let you know like, hey, we've already done this. Now you can come back here and you can delete your phone number and then be using lead connector. Okay. And then you also have to complete this, this compliance thing, which it pre-fills in for you. And then you just click that and then save. Okay. And then it'll have a big green thing. It says, you are compliant, you're ready to go. But you also have like the usage summary here. You have the regulatory bundle, if that's something that's relevant to you. And then also toll-free number registration. So you're purchasing everything that you're doing. You're now doing through HighLevel's Twilio account if you choose to use the lead connector option, which I'm super excited. Hey, McCall, do you have a question?
Hey, yeah. So about that, can we still regulate the cost per text and email like we do?
Yeah, if you have SaaS, and let me actually show you that. I can show you some things I can't really show, and then some things are cool. So let me show you the SaaS here. Because here is where you want to create your plans, right? Now you can see my pricing, I'm 3x what the actual cost is. And that's just because I have to be. I mean, we have processing. What happens is when a client stores their payment method and then they fund their wallet, okay, and they can choose in their sub account whatever amount inside the wallet that they want, like maybe $20 or something, and then they can even choose their threshold. So if they get down to like $10, then it will recharge. Okay, so what happens is when they load their wallet or it recharges, it's actually going to your Stripe account. So they're paying you. So you definitely want to make sure that you're leaving enough of a margin here that you're not going to be losing money every time someone, recharges, right? So 3x is it's a very low. I mean, you could go all the way up to 10x if you wanted to, but you see your charges here, and then you see what gets charged to the customer when you toggle this around, and then you can see how many calls, and then, what your profit margin is. And then the same thing with the emails here. So this is all set here. And then inside of the sub account, let me see, you can go to, let me stop here and get into this account and from the agency point of view, and I'll show you what this looks like. Okay. So let me share my screen. So here is where you will be able, like I can toggle this on and it'll say request clients payment details. Okay, so this would be what I want to send so that like say I just enabled their SaaS, and so I need to send them the link, and this only works one time. Okay, I can also send an email, I can send a text, or I can also click here, and then it will allow me to choose from a search box that pops up any of the Stripe customers that I already have. The thing to be cautious about, though, is when you add, and this is why if you're a member of My Vision Agency, you have a little pop-up in your account if you did not were not previously set up on SaaS before September 1st, then you have that little pop-up. So even if we do have a card on file, I didn't want to do that because that's not the terms that I told you, right? I told you you don't have to abide by those, but these are new super cool things. So this is the thing I wanted to tell you. If you go ahead and add a customer here, their card is going to be charged $11, okay? And that is because it's funding the wallet. It's not that they're actually getting charged, but they will see a charge of a minimum of $11. So that's something to note when you switch. But here is where you can toggle on their limits. Also, in the SaaS configurator, you can choose on any of your plans, you can choose to give them complimentary credits, which is a good strategy because a lot of times businesses, if there's like credits, they see your fee and then they see the credits and they're like, wow, this is really expensive. But if you kind of separate them, then it puts it in different categories. So it's like, oh, okay, this is my standard cost, but this is because I'm using it. So you may want to add credits in there. Also, a good thing is if you move this up to 10x, right, and you are allowing, you're telling, hey, we're going to give you $50 in credits. Really, what is that costing you? But to the customer, they're like, oh, wow, that's $50. So if my fee or if my membership is $97 and I'm getting $50 in credits, really, I'm only paying $47. That's what we think as consumers. So it is a good strategy. Did I answer your question there? Cool. Did you guys have anything else before I show you this new email scraper?
Email deliverability. Since it's a new service, have they already fleshed all of that out, or is it still where everything's ending up in spam?
Yeah, they've been working on this for more than a year now. So this has been they have like really, I mean, the top email guys working on this. And the way that they prevent that, especially us for agency owners and, them being the providers, they do like when you have a new account, okay? So you create this, essentially it's a new email address. It toggles and it says in the, if you go to the help doc, it says how it ramps it up basically. So like the first day of your new email address, you can only send out like 100. And then the next day it's like 200. And then it goes like that for like 7 days until you have basically built up the reputation. So they manage all of that for us. They're even, and I don't know if that's I don't know if they're doing, I think that they already are doing this, but all of the compliance things like adding like an unsubscribe, when people hit, they type in stop and things like that when we send text, they're taking care of all of that. They're building it all into the whole managed. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. You can't tell. Did you guys have any other questions? It was a lot of information for sure. A lot of cool updates though. All right, I'm really excited to show you. If you guys have access to, if you're on whatever plan you're on and you had access to like Chirply and Invoicing You and all of that, you now have access to this new email scraper I'm going to show you. Of course, it's free. It's included in your tools. And also, if you are on the SaaS plan, you have access to this email scraper as well. And then you should have gotten an email from me with your login credentials and all of that just a little bit ago, so that you can check it out. But you are going to love this. Okay, let me get my page pulled up here. So this is, it's one of our new tools here. And let me go ahead and let me find which one it is actually. Okay, here we go. So it's called Email Scraper. All right. And what this does is it's kind of like, you've seen our lead system, right? And what the lead system does is it searches Google and Square and LinkedIn, and it finds, all of the specific criteria and the area that we're searching for, and it gives us, their contact information and all of that, right? But this tool actually searches social media. So it's searching like Yellow Pages or like websites, for example. So the Yellow Pages, Yelp, it's searching Facebook, it's searching YouTube, and it's getting all of the email addresses from the social media. Okay. So you can type in keywords here. Like if I just typed in, just as an example, okay, I'm on Facebook, but I could be on any screen I want to. Okay, it's a Chrome extension. So I could type in affiliate here, and I can choose what websites do I want to look for the keyword affiliate. And I also could add multiple keywords. So I could choose like Facebook users, groups, pages, YouTube. Maybe I want to search TikTok, Twitter, maybe I want to search Vimeo. I can search any, and you can see there's a long list. Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer. I can search all of these for the contact info, right? So I could even look for LinkedIn in the Bahamas. Long list of all the places that I could search for. Okay. So once you choose all of that, you could also choose the email service providers. So do you want to choose like Gmail, Yahoo, maybe want to add Hotmail or AOL? Once you choose all of that, then you're going to choose start mining emails. And now it's searching, and there's no limit on the searches. There's no Google API. You guys see how quickly I just did that. Okay, so it went down the screen. Okay, so it's going to open up page 2 of Google now, and then it's going to search for all of those social media. Like you can see, it's looking Facebook. Okay, because that's one of the things we said. Okay, so now when it searches that, you can see up here that it actually says that it found 28 emails. Okay, so I'm going to stop mining the emails now, and what I can do is download the list. You don't even need Hunter. How cool is that? Okay, I want to actually download this in a place I can find it. So let's put it here. Okay, so we'll say email scraper and save. Oops. All right. Oh, well, I can't save anywhere apparently. All right, so let's save in documents, email scraper. Okay, so now what this list looks like, let me open it up for you. We have, and I don't want to open up the actual email because every time I do that on one of these lead tools, Facebook or YouTube wants to like block my video, but here is the email. Okay, it's a real email. I can show you all when I'm not live if you want to, but so here's the keyword that we searched for. I did a previous search for plumbers because I was checking out some local businesses. And then you also have the name here. So the name is the actual name of like the Facebook page, okay, or the Facebook post. or something like that. Okay, so it's not the actual name. So this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love the lead system that we have, because that actually has the name and the email and all this. But this is so, so cool. And I'm going to show you why. First of all, if you look through all of these now, of course, it's quickly finding all of these leads for you. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's take like this first one here. And I'm just going to, let's copy this Facebook and let's open this up and let's see what we actually got here. Now keep in mind, we have the email, okay, but this is that, you know, so their email's public, right? So this is one of the people that we found in our list, okay? Is this relevant? Maybe I want to send a friend request. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to delete them from the list, okay? But here's something super cool. You can, if you have a Facebook group, you can actually go to invite and invite with email, and you can invite all of these people into your Facebook group. Okay, so you don't really, Facebook, when you do that, Facebook sends the email and it says, Bridget invited you to digital marketing for beginners, or they get a notification. So you're not even using your emails to invite people to the group. Does that blow your mind? Because it totally blows my mind. So what do you think the power of this is if you have a marketing for plumbers group and you went and sent all the plumbers in the United States an invite to your plumber for marketing or marketing for plumbers group, right? Super, super cool. So of course, you could also take this list and upload it into HighLevel. I have tons of training on that. But without the name, you know, of the person, you would definitely have to go through the list, and all you'd have to do is just use that, use the profile here, and then just type in the name. And then once you type in the name, then you could upload the list. So you could definitely still use it for that purpose.
I have a question for you on that.
Yeah.
So a lot of the tools require you to use things that are in the either name of the page or the profile description. But what I'm doing is working with insulin resistant women, and they don't really put that, you know, in their profile description. Is this going to be a tool that I can look, because since it searches posts, will it search the text of the post?
You know what? There's a lot that you can do with the keywords. And so maybe you want to, you know, it's a good, yeah, I'm trying to think. Because what I would do is maybe look for women who, in the age group, like what are some typical characteristics of those, and then look for those women. I mean, obviously, if you're manually looking at their Facebook profile, or simply by using the group as a funnel. Okay, so like, let's look for all women, because now I'm brainstorming here. So let's look for all women that kind of fit your criteria. Like if they're all a typical age range, you know, maybe I want to look for like women groups or something like that, or like PCOS, you know, for insulin resistance.
I do have groups that I manually go in. So this, I can specify which group I'm looking for by opening it up.
You would just go to your group and then the group you want to invite them to, and then send those emails that way. So that's really a good, I love that.
I'm about the scraping part. So can I specify the group when I do the scraping? Because I don't want to scrape 2,000 emails from people that have.
If you wanted to do that, I would probably say like going to the actual group, doing something like the friend connecting tool. It's actually called Client Prospector. But yeah, if you wanted to use the email scraper though, and you wanted to just like, you know, I need to test that out. Because what I'm thinking, like, that would be awesome, because if you had a Facebook group that was called like insulin resistance for women or something like that, and then you put all those emails in, and then Facebook sent the invite, then only the people who had insulin resistance would join the group. So it's kind of a way for you to filter out.
Specify which group I want scraped at a time is basically what I'm asking. I can No?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, because scraping the whole internet is not going to help me, because I work with women who are insulin resistant. So that's much more niche than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
and like I said, there could be a way you may be able to like use like insulin resistant women as a keyword. I mean, I would definitely play around with that and see the cool things that you can do with the keywords and stuff. Because if it's looking for posts, like if women are
Yeah,
posting,
but
like
if they're posting, they're either posting diabetes, insulin resistant, or weight loss, usually PCOS. So, I mean, I know my keywords, but I just wanted to know how niche it goes.
yeah. Yeah, play around with it. I mean, it's new to me. I haven't used it that much, but it's definitely super cool. I definitely, especially, I'm really excited about the growing the group part of it. I mean, essentially, there are some people who have like hundreds of groups. If you have 100, which I don't know how they maintain all of that, but if you're looking for, like, for example, if you have an affiliate marketing group, wow. You could really, I mean, sending group invites to like affiliate marketing training group. I mean, yeah, you could grow a group really fast. Or if you're growing groups for clients, you could use that for them as well. So Janelle says, wow, I can imagine my inbox is going to explode with people messaging me. That's what we want. And then you can use the CRM and then you can manage it all and then send them into your HighLevel account. That's how it works. So how are you guys? Did you have any questions or problems or any cool wins or anything you want to share today?
Bridget, I still can't find those Go High Level white label videos in our.
For the white label suite?
Yeah.
You mean for you to download into your own?
Yeah. So I think I posted during the week to you about the white label, the tutorial videos that you send out to clients, and you said they were in our back office.
Yeah, they're in the white label suite membership area.
So are they teaching them how to use the white label suite, not the Go High Level?
No, the white label videos for the lead system that you as a reseller you have access to download and put in your membership area. That's what's in their membership area. But in mine, it's not those because obviously in my agency I'm just having clients and people using it. So yes, those that you can use for your own agency are in I think it's members, the whitelabelsuite.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you have something to say, Jenny?
Yeah, so back to email deliverability. So I finally moved everybody over to the email system and sent out a newsletter. And I don't have a huge list, but it was like 260 or something. And it tells me that it emailed 100% of my list, all 19. So I'm not sure what's going on. And I know that the email did go to my spam, but it's not saying that.
I would contact them. Did you have?
Okay. I just didn't know if you knew, maybe because it's my first email or.
I can't check it like with you like live, but let me check my last email because I know that I literally just switched. So it could be that they're toggling that and that's why. But yeah, that is weird because it should, even if they toggled it, it shouldn't say.
Well, and I'm not on the new system because I haven't signed up for I'm still under Cloud whatever.
Oh, so like Mailgun? Is that what you're using?
Yeah. So I didn't know. It was like, oh, good. I finally sent it out. Oh, my report. Well, all 19 opened it. That's good. It makes me look like I've got 100%. But
yeah, I definitely contact support because, they can get into your account and they can see like, what, maybe something is missing or something like that. But just for like a case study here, I did want to see how many of my emails went out. So yeah, it did definitely, the email that I sent for this Q&A obviously got toggled because it was really the second email that I sent out. But it does say that Yeah, I don't see that a lot of people, it doesn't say that they opened it, but it does say that they all were delivered. I'm trying to look now at the different stats here. If you guys don't know, you can actually go to your sent emails. Let me see, I can show you this part. You can go to your sent emails and look at your statistics here. If I click here, I can go to statistics and it'll tell me like how many emails were opened and all. They've really built, this used to be kind of basic, but they've really built that out a little bit more. But yeah, they definitely toggled mine on. So if you're watching this and you didn't get my email about today's training, that's definitely why. But there's nothing I can do about it. When you change, you just have to, you got to deal. It's a new email.
Bridget, I have a quick question about, you said you sent out some emails for with some credentials. I'm not seeing that. I've looked. I didn't receive anything like that.
Let me
Can you
make a
check?
note. Yeah, let me make a
Thanks.
note and then but it should be your email address and then password 1234556.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Yep, you are welcome. And let me, I can also get you the link for that as well. Let me go into my email and I'll put the link in the chat
Okay,
to the extension.
thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Yeah, let me know if you can't get logged in and then, yeah, I'll look into
I
it.
see it.
Yep.
Thank you.
I had a question about this as well. With the, I mean, obviously, I just started up. In fact, last week or was it this week? I did the onboarding with HighLevel, set up my Mailgun and Twilio. So what are the cons? Why were you looking forward to it to this change so much? Was it just because of the other extra logins and the steps there, or are there other problems that you had?
Well, from like an agency perspective, when you are setting it up for your client, you know, you have to create a sub account within your Mailgun account, unless you're going to have them use their own. And then if they use their own, then if they have any issues with email deliverability, then you are kind of at their mercy and who's going to fix it. And it just becomes like a hassle. And then also a lot of agencies love the rebilling option where you can actually make some money on those credits. But if you're using it the other way, it's kind of like you have to either use your own Mailgun account or you have to like keep track of that using the logs and then manually bill. And it just was like, and then also compliance, if they're like Twilio soon, I don't know when, I feel like it's like this month, they're changing things where they're really cracking down and like A2D, I can't even remember what it is, but some kind of like compliance issue. It's way too much for me to keep track of. I'm not like a Twilio genius or anything. And so that's part of it. It's like, we're marketers. We want to use the software. We want to like help our clients. And there's so much techie stuff and compliance that you have to like keep track of that's why we all complained about it. That's why HighLevel's been working so hard to get us a managed solution. So that's definitely why it's exciting, because now it's like, now we as agency owners, we don't have to be involved in their creating their email addresses and their phone numbers, and we don't have to deal with any of that stuff.
Okay, makes sense. Got it.
Yeah.
So Bridget, with us in Australia, we need to have certain compliances to use it. So we'd submit them to Go HighLevel instead of Twilio now.
Yeah, so everything would be through.
We still have to do that, yeah.
Yeah. So, but lead connector is what they're calling it. That's the texting or whatever system, the Twilio of HighLevel. They handle all of those things, so we don't have to.
So they'd send out the email to the client and say, we need your identity and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I think that's what that form is. And I'm not familiar with how it is in Australia, but I think that's what that form is, where they have to, before you can actually use the phone system, you have to fill out that form where it pre-fills all the information and then accept the terms and then send. And then that actually goes to Lead Connector. And then it takes like, I don't know actually how long it takes, because I did it one day and then I looked the next day and it was done. So I
Yeah.
think that's what that part is for.
Yeah, because we had to like upload phone bills and identity and yada yada yada, which was a real
Yeah, it's-
pain with clients. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. If they manage it, that's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just one less thing for us to do. Did anybody else have any more questions? Any big plans for the weekend?
Can I ask one other question? This might help my weekend.
Yeah.
Um,
It's your
on
what?
this might help my weekend if you're asking.
Oh, all right, cool.
But there's something here that you have in the resources here. Add your info to our partner listing.
Mhm.
Is there, what's that about?
I actually have a listing, but I try to get people to put it, because I get asked for services all the time. And I just, I did that for such a long time. I love the teaching part of it. I love that I can just monetize what I love to do with affiliate marketing, or like, reselling SaaS and things like that. And so the services part, I just don't have time or the desire to do, but I would rather refer those services to you guys. So definitely, if you haven't filled that out, do that for sure, because that's the list that I'm going to when people ask, do you know anyone who can build websites? Do you know anyone who can do, and I get it all the time. I mean, and I hate it because I feel like I'm leaving money on the table, and I feel like I should just do the agency thing, and I should just, but really, and this is what I'm always preaching to you guys too. What's the end goal? Do I really want to go? I know I feel like I'm leaving money on the table, but if I can just refer to you guys, then everybody wins. So yeah, if you're on the SaaS plan and you haven't filled that out, definitely do that. For sure. Yeah. Anybody else? All right. I heard a mic. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. You know how to reach me. If you need me, bridgetbartlett.com. We're doing the open office hours. I may extend those. I really like that. I think that helps you guys too, just to have, every day I'm there to, sometimes you have questions, sometimes you need to, bounce somebody, I think it was Cortez the other day. He's like, man, I was trying to think of a tool and I knew that you were on here. So I just hopped in, and he just had a quick question. It's like, you don't, I'm not really teaching anything. You don't have to stay in there if you don't want to. But if you're just like, man, I just wanted to ask you something really quick, just hop in, hop out. It's totally there. And if no one shows up, cool. I'm just editing videos during that time anyway. So you're totally fine. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you all on Monday, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Have a nice weekend.